Hello. Hello, welcome. This is Maniac Tim from Tim's Maniac Sports. I just thought I'd hop on a little bit tonight, well, early this morning. Uh, yeah, today the Lions took on the, sorry about that, silence phone. Today the Detroit Lions hosted the New York Giants in their first preseason game of the year. Go ahead and come up with a victory at the end of the game uh, and beating the New York Giants by a score of 20. Giants had 16, Detroit had 21. One of the takeaways from the game, we're glad Nate Suffield is not our starting quarterback, and it really, really makes us happy that we signed Teddy Bridgewater to because at least we do have a backup in case something goes wrong where Jared Goff does get hurt. Because at least here, Nate Sudfeld was not the answer in the first half that he played. Uh, Now, of course, we did not see Jared Goff play at all, which was something that uh, expected. We didn't expect. We know what Jared Goff has to offer and stuff like that. So there's really no use in getting him injured before the season starts. So I think it was a good thing that they did. From what I heard, Jameson Williams did not have a great day. Uh, of course, look who was throwing to him, stuff like that. Uh, but hey, Jamar Gibbs, man, he's a real thing. He proved in a little bit of time that that he played today. He went ahead and highlighted a little bit and was able to just show what teams got in store for him. Lions were able to score 2 touchdowns. Uh, One of the things that I do like, the defense did seem to look a lot better. You had them talking you know, about linebackers, for a change, and about how Dan Campbell thinks that there is a lot of good linebackers on this team now, and we know how bad the linebacker room was last year. So they made improvements. I mean, we're still going to need to see how they do in the regular season with the linebackers and stuff like that. Dan Campbell or Jack Campbell, uh, he went ahead and he uh, did good. Seen some guys step up and had stops. I did not see the whole game, so I'm not going to try to comment. I did see some highlights. Um, just that I had some other things that I had to get done earlier today. Uh, but I was able to see the finish of it. Uh, but the Lions are, you know, it just makes you want more. And I guess if you take away anything from preseason, uh, we can see that hey, it's not going to be just a walk in the park, you know, against Green Bay this year. Um, the Lions went ahead, or Green Bay went ahead and pretty handily um, um, took care of Cincinnati at Cincinnati. So we still don't know. The Jordan Love could end up being that great quarterback. Who knows? But the Lions just need to take care of themselves and worry about them. Worry about you know uh, winning the NFC North. I still think they can do it. Minnesota has some problems. You know, in their first preseason game, they came up with a big L. So, of course, preseason, you don't have you don't have your starters in. You don't know. You really you can judge a little bit about it, but you cannot judge exactly on it. Now, at least the Lions didn't go ahead and. One thing about this win that I liked is it didn't look like this win was a lucky win. That they just got lucky to win it at the end. No, it looked like they were a team that knew what they were doing, that knew how to win. You know, I mean, sure, it was not a ball game in any means. It was they did end up showing good defense. I mean, this defense, you know, it held, you know, but of course, they were playing against the Giants. The Giants not starters too most of the time. So, but the defense looked a lot better than they did, previous years. And of course, Van Campbell's defense looked a hell of a lot better than anything that Matt Patricia put on the field for the Lions. So, I remember those preseason games when Matt Patricia was our head coach and stuff like that. And it was just a slobber knocker that was handed to the Lions week after week in those preseason games, in those regular season games. So, the Lions did look good, I thought. I'm looking forward to seeing more. I cannot wait until the regular season starts. I already have put in for a vacation day uh, for that first opening Thursday, when the Lions will go to Kansas City. It's too bad. It is really too bad I can't go all the way to Kansas City and see the Detroit Lions play. That'd be awesome. I would love to see that. Uh, but I'll I'll do some more research and get more into some stuff I plan on doing a show again tomorrow. Uh, hey, Facebook user, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, I can't wait for the regular season either. It's just it's just really looking. I'm really looking forward to it. I want to see what the real Lions can do. Yeah. Thank you, Facebook user. Tell me your name in the comments, and I will definitely say the name. Yeah, go Lions. Yeah, definitely. We want this season to go on and roll on. Uh, oh, okay. Hey, Yo Jackson, how's it going? Welcome. So what do you think of Nate Sutfield? I mean, it sounds like he played. I don't think he's gonna have after this. After this. I'm glad you're doing good. Okay, one pride. Yeah. But yeah, I just don't think that Nate's gonna make it. Rookie quarterback. That we've seen. Yeah, Nate. Yeah, Nate did live up to his name. And I mean, it's really too bad. I remember last year when the Lions traded for him and stuff like that. We looked at him and we thought, why? Of course, but we had David Blau, we had uh, Tim. Uh, I mean, both the quarterbacks that we had to back up golf last year were nothing. So, you know, at least this year we got Teddy Bridgewater to back up golf. So that's going to be something. But I agree with you. I think Nate did suck. I don't think he's going to make the team. Uh, but hey, uh, now, do you have concerns with how Jordan Love was able to, lead the Packers to victory, basically? Of course, I didn't see the whole game, but they were able. Jordan Love was able to lead the Packers over the Cincinnati Bengals at Cincinnati. Hey, welcome to Ken's Maniac Sports. Right now we're just kind of discussing uh, the Lions games and how we feel it went. Uh, I just want to thank you guys for coming in. Uh, Go Lions. So what do you think? As far as, do you think Jordan Love is going to be a beast or a bust? You know, is 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 the did the Packers make the right move to get rid of yeah Lions quarterback? You only need to be Jared Goff, Teddy Bridgewater. Okay, Lions quarterbacks only need to be Jared Goff, Teddy Bridgewater, and then Hooker. I do agree with you there. But you also got to look at when Hendon Hooker is going to be ready. Because I don't know how much in playing condition he is. I know he's on the pub list right now. So that could excuse me, that could change in the regular season. But do we really want you know do we really want to rush things with Hendon Hooker and maybe hurt him more? I think, in my opinion, I think we got to take it slow with Hendon Hooker. Give him a chance to heal before we really put him in the game. Jordan Love, bust to me. The only beat up on second and third stringers, practice squad players. That's true. That's true. But he's been setting on the bench for a couple years behind Aaron Rodgers. Of course, I don't give any credit because I'm sure that Aaron Rodgers didn't do anything at all to train him. Because Aaron Rodgers basically had a fit when they brought him in. But it's just like we drafted Hendon Hooker and stuff like that. So that he could eventually, we're looking at him maybe eventually taking Goff's place at some time. So Jordan Love, of course, Jordan Love was drafted like in the later rounds, if memory serves, right? So but you are correct. It was only their second, third stringers. You don't, in preseason, that's what it's all about. It's seeing what your backups can do and stuff like that. And just getting what because you're building your team, you're deciding on who you want to keep. There might be a rookie that comes in that's better than the one that you already have on your team, or a free agent or whatnot. There could be those diamonds in the rough that you may need to count on at some point. Okay, Jordan Love was a first round pick by the Green Bay Packers. I thought he was a later pick, but I could be wrong. I very well could be wrong. You know I very well could be. But I do remember Aaron Rodgers madder than hell when they picked him up. you know. But I'm not going to argue with you there because I very well could be wrong on that. Okay, I'll I'll agree with you there. So you know, but overall, what did you think of the game, Mr. Jackson? Did you think that did you like the game? Did you think they did enough? Did you see enough? And if you would, you can go ahead and also subscribe to my channel at Tim's Maniac Sports on YouTube. That would be great. Yeah, he beat nobody. That's true, and I mean that's definitely true. But you also got to look at it was a handily beat, and yeah, pre preseason doesn't matter. The wins and stuff like that, that doesn't matter, you know, at all, But I think in the case that what you're looking at, especially since Jordan Love is expected, is going to be the starter, the guy. I think it's more important to have him in there and have him play more and get that playing time. Sure, you're not going to get the same quality of play, play against the same quality of people that you're going to be playing on that regular team, but you know, uh, you gotta get your uh, players accustomed. They gotta get in sync with each other. So I think that that's one of the reasons why you know, you when I mean, like we know who Goff is. All right, we know. So there's no need in seeing Goff in the play. In the preseason. When we had Stafford, we knew who Stafford was. We knew what he was capable of. You know, so we really didn't need to see him. The Packers don't know exactly what Love is capable of as far as again in real life situations, and that's what you're going to get more in the more as far as in the preseason until you get into the regular season. So it's but yeah, is it a reason to go ahead and jump and be scared just because he handily helped the Green Bay Packers win a preseason game? Not in the least. It's not a reason to get concerned. All right, gotta wait to see what during the regular season games. Yeah, that's definitely true. Uh, real games count. Real games gotta wait to see what he says in the regular season before we say good or not good. Jordan Love. Exactly. I mean, yeah, that's exactly the truth there. Uh, Now, I do think that if he would have looked terrible, you know, I think when somebody looks terrible in a preseason game, though, and I'm not saying he did, but I do think that that's when you gotta be more concerned. If you're starting quarterback look terrible against like the other guys, second, third string players, you got that's more of a concern if you look terrible, because I know, I, then you lose, you as a team lose faith in them, and stuff like that. But yeah, I really really appreciate the interaction from you, UL Jackson. Thank you very much. So okay, I don't know if I asked you this before, but if I did, I'm gonna ask you this again. As far as in football, okay, with the Lions, and I know you're also a Wolverine fan. Okay, what brings out the maniac in you? What is it that you like so much about the sport that will go ahead and make you shout at the TV? That will get you excited in a good way, could be in a bad way, whatever. Pro games. Sorry, I already posted that one up there. Uh, but yeah, we definitely got it. But I do think that if you look bad if your starters, and let me rephrase that, if your starters look bad you know, uh, in a preseason game, it's just like, Nate Sudfeld. He looked bad, in this game, and one of the things that I was impressed with, is that sure it comes out, and I'm not saying I'm impressed with Nate about this, but I'm impressed with the Lions defense. You go ahead, you start out first series of the game, your quarterback is picked off. However, you go ahead and the defense rose to the occasion. They were able to stop them for a field goal. So that really puts, it isn't like, and I guess that's one of the things to look forward to the Lions right now compared to looking forward to in past years, is that you're looking forward to, you know, I mean, before at one time, that would have killed the Lions. To go ahead and throw that interception and stuff like that. And we have seen the Lions spanked pretty bad, against some teams, in preseason, you know, uh, and in regular season. So it's just, hey, Pup Dexter, how's it going? How's it going? We have. Okay. I really don't understand what you mean about we have. But yeah, this is my buddy Pup Dexter. He's a Twitch streamer, and he does also have his. I was on a sports show with him a little bit ago too. So, okay, anything too bad. Just wanted to wish you good luck. Hey, thank you very much. Yeah, and yeah, he's a hardworking guy there. But hey, anybody who wants to catch his stream, make sure you guys check him out, Pup Dexter, on Twitch stream. And then, like I say, he's getting more and more into some of your sports streams. Uh, but yeah, I thank you for popping in, Pup Dexter. I really appreciate it. It's good to talk to you. And one of these days, I'm gonna have you as a guest on my show. Uh, and we'll talk about how you left the Green Bay Packers. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Have fun. Go Lions. Yep. Okay, Jack Campbell really looked really good. Yeah, that's true. That that's definitely true. He looked good, and that's great. And, and yeah, exactly. He looked good, and man, that just brings out the excitement more. You know. All right. Prime Branch looked good too. I know I added it too, but yeah, from what I see, yeah, I'd seen, yeah, I heard about Jack Campbell. Yeah, and I heard he looked good. I talked to, Steve, and he kind of informed me earlier on some of the things that went on, too. So yeah, he looked good. Uh, but yeah, definitely liked. Uh, we got to see Jameer Gibbs. He looked good. He's a little bit of run. Um, I am real sorry. What was the third quarterback's name that was in the fourth quarter for Lions? Right. I'm sorry. Just hang with me a little bit. Uh, but yeah. I had two touchdowns, which was great. We didn't. They they were able to win the game. Okay. Jameer Gibbs. Uh, Jameer Gibbs looked good, even though did not have to do much going in going into the preseason. They had him do a lot in. Okay, they. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Jameer Gibbs looked good though. Did not have to do much. Not going into the preseason, they have him do a lot in the regular season games. Yeah, yeah, they will have him do a lot in the regular season games. I'm sure you got him for a reason. Uh, and he has that he's that running back that can also go ahead and catch the ball like a receiver. That runs routes like a receiver too. So when he lines up, you don't know what he's gonna be, if he's gonna be that running back or if he's gonna be that. If he's gonna get the ball handed off to him, pitch back, or if he's gonna go ahead and get catch it downfield and then scramble a little bit and cut in, cut out, whatever, because he does cuts pretty good. So, I mean, if you look at him as, in some of his college tapes, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing him in the regular season. You know, uh, Definitely looking forward to seeing that. It will be great for sure. I'm probably only going to be on like a half hour. Uh, okay, so as far as who do you want to see make the team and who do you not want to see make the team? Now, one thing I heard, Derek Barnes, he's really showing up this year. I mean, he had his first start, you know, uh, of his career, and you know, I mean, anybody from Detroit Lions, I'm proud. You know, uh, if you remember on one of their, not their final show, but one of the shows that they had, they asked me who do I think needs to have a breakout year, and I thought, as far as Derek Barnes had to have a breakout year because he's been kind of a bubble player, but just for the memory of Jim and him being his favorite guy, number 55, I think that he just got but I don't want to see him make the team if he's not going to be that guy, the guy to do it. Okay, for me it's Will Harris and Nate Suckfield. I don't want them to make the. I I can agree with you totally. Yeah, Will Harris and Nate, because it's like why you know why I I mean they don't add they don't add enough to the team to make them a better team. There are better players that can fill that spot, and in some of the ways you gotta say, hey, uh, they're like a waste of a roster spot. Uh, Now the Aquara brothers, man, both of them had some tackles this game. So, that was kind of good to see, because you had both Romeo and Julian in the court. Both had some, you know. I want the brothers to stay. Hey, yeah, that's just kind of, yeah, that's just kind of goes along my feelings too. You know, I was just giving him praise, you know. But yeah, and of course, you know, you are right. You do need that depth, even if one of them does not make the starting, you know, because I mean, look, especially with a team like the Detroit Lions, you know, you get injuries right and left. Hopefully, they won't be as bad. Hopefully, they did some stuff with the strengthening and conditioning team that you're not going to see those all those injuries. But you know, this is still it's still a contact sport. It's still 100% contact. So it's still something that you know you still gotta worry about. You know, is injury. So yeah, you need it, and also you need guys that need to take a break too. You know, so yeah, definitely, and that's one of the things we didn't have a lot of in past fields. Now I'm just wondering how many years the Lions are going to be able to be good. You know, and you know, what's your thought as far as should they extend Jared Goff's contract, or should they just be building for Hendon Hooker right now? You know, I mean that's okay. Jack Campbell needs to be our starting linebacker in the middle. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I want to see him do be that starter in, in the middle. Yeah, I know he showed up today. I mean, yes, he wasn't in the game the whole game or anything like that. But yeah, he showed up. You know, he showed up and he did his job, and he did his job good and well. And you know, when we may have been scratching our heads, and I'll admit I was scratching my heads when you know they went ahead and they you know because I wondered who is this guy, but as you've seen him play, you get to tell he fits right in with the scheme, and he's going to make he's already making the defense better. Just having he's having an impact. He's that impact player that we need. You know, so that's definitely great. You know, but of course we still got to see him. You know, in the regular season. I know he's been doing good at practice and stuff like that too. So, uh, but I do want to thank you for coming out for participating and stuff like that. I am I am very sleepy today, so I am going to end the stream now. Uh, yeah, uh, I'm happy when the Lions took linebackers early when needed linebackers for years, really good ones. We got good one. We got a good one in with Jack Campbell. That's for sure. And you're right. And I know you listen to Detroit Lions on Pro, and you know that was one of the things that Val was on all year last year. Linebacker lives matter. You know. Um, but yeah, you're 100% right. Uh, but hey, football season is back in full. I mean, well, it's not preseason is in full spring now. Spring now, so you know. Uh, but thank you for joining Tim's Main Exports. Thank you for your input. I do appreciate it. Uh, Showing up in the show. Uh, on all your questions, all your comments. I do appreciate it, and we will try to do a show again tomorrow at some time. Uh, as for right now, this is Maniac Tim with Maniac Sports, telling you guys to all have a great day, a great night. Thank you for coming. Go Lions, one pride. Okay, yep, go Lions. Beat Kansas City Chiefs. Hell yeah, I'll give you a hell yeah for that. And I'll tell you what, they'll be winning if the Lions beat the Kansas City Chiefs, man. There's going to be a lot of people on both sides of that ball that's going to be brought out that maniac. Because I'll tell you what, you beat you beat a team, the defending Super Bowl champions at their house, the opening game of the season. Hell yeah, that's really Lions can do that. I'll need to do something special. But okay, remember to check out, like, subscribe, tell your friends about this. I do appreciate it. Uh, um, share. Feel free to share this with your friends, and share on any platform too. Maybe I'll have you, if you would like to be a guest on my show one of these days. I would be willing to put you on. Uh, but as for now, I am going to cut this. The line should be powered right. Number one, if beat Kansas City Chiefs, week one, September 7th. Thursday night football. Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah, the Lions should go ahead and be ranked number one when and if they go ahead and they beat the Kansas City Chiefs in a stage that the world can see, in the National Football League stage. How far has the respect gone, come to the Lions from what we had last year? I mean, and I'm not saying the Lions didn't earn, because the Lions earned the respect last year, and how they changed their program around, and how they had only lost one game in the NFC North, and that was to Minnesota, at Minnesota, by very few points. Okay, you know, so that was very, very. So the reward for Lions was to go ahead and play Kansas City in the opening game. And also we got like four. Uh, we got like four national televised primetime games. So this is something that's really good. All right, yeah, I'll put your phone number in my. I'm not gonna put it up here because I do not want everybody to see it. Uh, do you? All right, okay, I'll do it, but I'm gonna do it after I end the broadcast. Uh, I'm gonna put your phone number in. I'm also probably gonna send you a link to something called StreamYard. Uh, but it's not gonna be today. I'll send you a link to StreamYard where you'll be able to actually put we'll be able to actually come on the show and actually be right on this platform. Yeah, right, definitely. Definitely. But yeah. But I am gonna end the stream right now. Thank you everybody. I will definitely put uh, your phone number in my phone and I'll give you a call. I will set something up. But I'm not gonna call you tonight though because it's just too much. Alright, good night. Go Detroit Lions blue and silver. Go Michigan Wolverines. Hell yeah. Both those teams are my team. Alright. Okay. You have a good night.